Welcome back to the Void, and yes, we are continuing with Food Processing Simulator. So without a doubt, let's just jump in and get on with it basically. So here we go, here's our stuff. So here's hi James, how are you doing? And I can't tell, Sonia, hello Sonia. And then I can see a Merigriff there, and Edward, hello Edward, how are you guys doing? Well, we need to get back to work, so please let's crack on. So let's have a look what we've got so far. So as you can see, we have extended our factory. We've got more space for more productions. Obviously we've got our 4 production lines there, 5th one here, all got 2 products going through them. It is a bit tight, as you can see there's not really much room left, but hopefully we expand more as we go. We've got a truck out on being loaded up with tomato sauce, and as you can see we've also expanded our cold storage as well. So hopefully we can get more products in. At the moment these 2 are just here. They're for the spinach I think when they come, but I'll sort that in a minute. Obviously we've got our food vendor guy there, so we've got loads of ways to make money basically. So let's have a look at what we've got so far. Not quite sure how much I've got left to unlock, like I said. So we've obviously got our lettuce salad and our tomato salad. That is obviously in the first 2 production lines, so that's absolutely fine. Next one after that is kale. We don't have kale yet, we've not unlocked that. Bottles, what we got? So we've got tomato sauce, which is fine. Bell pepper sauce, which is fine. Cucumber cream dressing, which is fine. We've got the spinach pesto, which we built the production line for. I just haven't got the rights for it yet. I will do that later. Jars, got the pickled cucumber, which is fine. Pickled lettuce is fine, and again we've got spinach puree, which I'll buy the rights. Pickled bell peppers are in with the bell peppers, but I'll buy those rights later. And obviously we're not far away from getting the drilled tomatoes in oil, so still got quite a lot of production to make and plan, and we still have production lines that we need to build. So looking at through this, we ain't got any pouches, any cans or anything like that, so we've only just got bowls up to jars. But yes, like I said, I will buy the rights later. I don't think I'm ready for them just yet, so we won't dilly-dally too much. There is a bit of grinding we've got to do. We're currently through tier 13, not far from tier 14. So what I'll do is I'll get grinding, and I will see you guys in a split second once we've got up to tier 14. Okay, so we've got to tier 14, so let's see what we've unlocked basically. So we've unlocked a larger supply rack. That could be quite handy doing all our big things, and we've also unlocked dried tomato and oil. So that's obviously using tomatoes. Now our tomato production already has 2 items. If I can try and figure out a way to make it into 3, I'll try it. If not, we may have to open up a whole new production line for tomatoes again, just so we can get this production line going, so we can get dried tomatoes. But I won't do them 2 yet, because we obviously got a back order on other stuff that we need to get licenses for, so I won't get them just yet. But let's have a look, see, just grab some, excuse me, just grab some stuff first, because I need the cucumbers to go through. Right, looks like our truck has gone, so I'll just quickly do that. Alright, so let's have a look what we got. So, like I said, if I could try and figure out how to make this into a 3, if only there was like a 3 splitter or some way that I could get this to split into 3 production lines, so I don't have to basically buy a whole new production line. So let's see if we've got anything. Could do the overhead ones if we've got them available. There's a rotatory splitter. No, it looks like even with the overhead stuff, we haven't got anything unlocked as of yet. Yeah, look, I can't. Looks like from what we've unlocked at the moment, there's not much we can do to that. So, because yeah, so it looks like we may have to do a separate production line with tomatoes again, just to fit. We got the room for it, so we should be fine nonetheless. But I'll keep on grinding and see what we unlock at tier 15. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're back at tier 15. So I can see checking my vendor has come back. No, but as you also notice, we've got our rep up to level 3. So of course at level 2 we've got the Crawford Centre. But now we've got level 3, we've now got Lakeshore Walk. Now I won't open them just yet until I can get more vendor trucks. So I won't waste time in buying them. Once I get more vendor trucks, I can send a truck to each place, making more bank. So that's why I'm not touching that. But we have now unlocked a expansion. We can now get 4 trucks going. That'd be really helpful because we can get 4 trucks hitting at the same time, loading and shifting more of that stock that we've got. So having that will be amazing. Obviously, we've now unlocked pouch packaging, so we've now unlocked more product things we can use, which in turn means that obviously we've unlocked the package machine. Why wouldn't you if you're going to do that? And also means bell pepper seasoning is now been unlocked, our first pouch one. Now, do we have another one to unlock? Yep, we've also got the tomato puree seeds. We've got tomatoes. So we've now got 2 products for pouching, and we've unlocked the rotating splitter conveyor belt, which looks like use smart rotating to split into 3 alternative output paths, where one side is not connected. The conveyor will automatically send items through another variable output. You can buy it from. Okay, so maybe I'm going to try it. Maybe I can remove the splitter that we've got and replace it with this, and see if this will give us the 3 production lines that we need. So maybe I need to make that all new production line just for tomatoes again. So what I'm thinking is I might buy one of these and see basically if I can get it to work. If it will work, brilliant. If it doesn't, we'll come across. Let's see how much that costs though. Where is it? It should be in here. There is going to cost us £1,000, so we'll just buy that quickly. Anything else? No. Okay. Let's go and see it, shall we? So I'm thinking, like I said, I may put it in this one here, so it's the tomatoes, and basically the plan is, so that's bottle, is to get rid of this splitter machine. So obviously where we've got it coming out of 2, I might see if I can get it coming out of 3. Just having a quick look, see if anything possible. It might change the way our spacing is. We may not be able to get 4 sets of 2 in, but we'll see either way. I might do a test run on the spinach, as I'm not using this spinach at the moment. We obviously built it, but we're not using it, so we'll see, test it on this. So just trying to think how I'm going to do this. Let's move this out of the way first. Let's get our splitter out. Alright, how does this work? Alright, we'll stick that there. Right, so it's got 3 outs and an in. So I'm not going to get rid of the splitter just yet. Because I don't want to obviously remove it and it doesn't work. So I'm just going to grab a few conveyor belts and just set up, do like a little dummy setup. So that's connected to that. Then what do I need? I'm going to need one of these or 2 of these. I'll get one for now. Get 2 of them because I'm going to need a bend or so. But let's see. So we'll try and error at the moment. So let's go. So throw that. Not there. Did it go there? That's not going to work. Reach, is it? That ain't going to work, is it? Okay, so let's rethink this. I do need a straight. Put that there for now. straight there, corner piece there, and I'm just going to move this back a bit. There we go. Alright, so that's all like that. And then I'm going to need probably the pouch thing. So let's go over, let's go and find finishers, or not finishers, packaging. Go to the pouch. Pouch is going to cost me £2,000. So they're getting expensive. The more we unlock, the expensive they get. But then again, it won't be hard otherwise. So let's get our pouch machine. I've only just got a normal one. I know it's not mirrored like the rest, so it doesn't quite fit, but we're not really here for that. We're here for the splitter. I'll just throw this here for a second. Okay, so unfortunately what we'll do is just grab a few more conveyor belts, or one more, just to extend that a little bit more so I can get to them. Right, so what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second, because I don't really want them to go into the packaging. So I will do a test up, so just make sure that that's coming out A and not B, and then grab some supplies. Now I'm going to go and buy some spinach just so that we can just use the spinning machine. I'm not going to waste time, basically. Oh, someone's going to do that. Okay, someone else is going to do that. Right, so James is on that, loading up the spinach thing. So let's see. Hopefully this will work. I'm just going to grab another spinach because just load it up quicker. There we go. Right, James, I'm going to load this up a lot quicker than you. I ain't got time to waste. I've got a factory to run. So there goes our spinach into the wash machine. I'm also going to, I always realise I also might as well get a box, because then I can keep this box and use it to load up all the loose stuff. Obviously James took the box, which means he's going to drop it, which means the box ain't going to be left over. So hopefully in a moment we'll be able to see some spinach cover. Here we go. So please work. So you're going to go, you're going that way first, brilliant, and hopefully it will go the other way. Yeah, that looks like it's going straight. That one's turning. So that seems to be going well. Obviously, if we had the third one, obviously it will go to the third one. So that's good. So I think, sorry. So I would probably say we could probably get rid of the this big massive splitter and put this in its place. It might actually give us more room. I don't know. We'll have to actually put it in an actual production line and see if it works. But other than that, it seems to work. Right. Oh, it would help if I got some packaging. So right, let me just grab these. I won't. Gonna grab some packaging. So I get a few pouches just to. Oh, did I not get them? Where are they? Okay, apparently I didn't buy them, but okay. There we go. Got one pouch. Should be enough to do what we need to do. So I'll keep this box here because I can have one box for the pouches, one box for the jars. So let's go. I think we can get a collection of them. So let's go and pick them up now. Awesome. Okay, just throw that there for now. And then here are our pouches. So this is what we eventually will be making at some point. I must admit, I shouldn't have really got a large box, should I? I should have got 2 small boxes to test this out. I might have just shot myself in the foot here by getting 2 large boxes, because now we've got a long way to go. But the plan is, we got stuff going on. Okay, plan is to hopefully change, put the splitter into these, and hopefully you've got packaging empty. That's why. So grab a bowl. Right, let's grab that. Right, someone else can sort that out. So I'm going to grab this box and I'm going to pick up my pouches because my pouches are collecting up on the floor. Throw that there. How are you doing? Yeah, you could do a bit of collecting. There we go. I'll grab that one quickly. There we go. So we ain't got much more left to go, hopefully. So that looks like it's done now. Yep, that's all empty, that's empty. So just got to go through the dryer and then we should be all fine and dandy. So what we'll do is I'm just going to just wait for this to go. Then obviously I'll get rid of everything. So if you can hear some music, I do apologise. That just seems to be my neighbour who's put his music on. So I do apologise on that. Seems to have turned it down now, but all good. But yes, that's all now finished. So, well, not finished, but I've just got to go through the packaging process. Have I got enough? Should have enough. One left. Right, package empty. But I think we're okay. Yes, we're fine. Awesome. So, I'm going to pick these up. So I'll wait for the last one to drop. There we go. Right, put them in the box. I am going to waste these because they are just not don't need them right now. So yes, I know it's a bit of a waste, but it is for good for testing. So just grab them up. Throw that away. Okay, so just put that back. There we go. Right. So I'm going to see if we can incorporate it with, so do I have pouch for salads? Lettuce, sorry. Do I? No. I can't remember what lettuce had. Is it jars? No, it's got to be lettuce then. There we go, lettuce chips. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply test it and see if. So I'm just going to move this over here. Right, I'm going to grab that, move that way over here where we've got the space. Pick this back up, put it in its spot. Right. So that's still going to cause a problem because the out on the right isn't going to connect. So I may have to move these back one. So let's move that back one so it's in line with the second one. So hopefully do that there. They go the right way. Then I need a straight. Just buy one quickly. Okay, so grab that straight. Run. Right, let's put the straight in here. So that's now connected to that. So I'm going to have to move these back a bit to make room for the third. So move you, and finally move you. So that's giving us a bit of gap here. And obviously, I didn't mean to have to move what I've already built, so that's good. But has it given us much room? So let's have a look at this. So it goes in there. So obviously, can't go straight there. So I'm going to probably need a straight and a curve. So grab them. So grab our curve first. Stick you there. Make sure you're going the right way. Grab our straight. And we'll put that in there. Right, so that's now connected. Now, how am I going to do the rest of this? So I'm going to need to come out here a bit, but I need to go out wide to go to down here, which is going to cover up them. So it's a shame we couldn't go over the top. If we could go over the top, that would have been maybe handy. We just go up along the top and then down, and then feed it into the end bit, the merger. But I don't know if the packaging stuff or the labels couldn't be up that high either. So we'll just move that back a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move all this, give myself some room. Don't want to lose the build, so just going to nick you for a second. So you'll go there. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't give us much room. So we're definitely going to have to move the other things. Let's start with that. Alright, what we've got. So we've got a 1, we have that 2, that can go there. Fortunately, I'm going to have to go all the way to the end for it to work. So I'm going to have 3 from there. Throw you in. What's going on there? Throw you in there. My only concern is now that because we've put a conveyor belt there, we're not going to be able to reach the far production line at the far end to restock. So that might be a downside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this down. Do you know what? I'll just box them a bit. Come on, box them. That's it. I think boxing them will just be a lot quicker. And we'll just toss these out the way. Workers will collect the other stuff. Probably they're going to get the bowls and probably refill the bowl section of the lettuce, which is fine. That over there. Throw that over there. That over there. Right, I'll just box that one because, you know, why not? Right. Looks like he is doing it. Just move these first. Okay, so we'll just carry on boxing the rest of these. So just get everything out of the way. Give us some room to move. James looks like he's still on the bowls. I'm just trying to think what I'm going to do with this. Throw this at the end there. Alright. It looks like he is able to get through. There we go, look. So that obviously stopped my worry earlier. So they can still fill the machines up even though there are now 2 conveyor belts out rather than just the 1. So that's actually a godsend. So this could still work if the splitter thing works, but we'll see how it goes. So box that because that's in my way. Just throw that out of the way somewhere. Alright, we'll do that one. Throw that one out the way. Just move these somewhere here. I don't know. That one can go, definitely go in there. When I get the right way. I'll just box these out the way. These can kind of stay where they are because I don't need to build in this part of it. I do not want to get rid of it. Thank you. Right. I'll just nick a straight from here just for the time being. Okay, so grab a corner. Right, I need another straight somewhere to make sure that's in the right direction. Right, I need another straight, single straight. Can I nick a straight from? Okay, let's nick a straight from you. There we go. Right. So that's all sorted. Obviously the fail bit may not work because it'll just jump it onto the conveyor belt, but we'll see. So just trying to think. We need to. So that's all done. That's all done. Right. So obviously we need to put the machines in the pouch in the. So let's move them out of the way. Move that out of the way. That can go there. That can go there. Put that in there. That in there. Right. Need another straight. Where can I nick the straight from? Well, can I nick it from you now? Where is it? So that goes there. So that's that all connected. We need to do the same there. Can I do it with just the corners? I can do one corner and a straight, so I need to nick another straight. You know what? I'll just buy this one. I don't want to keep nicking from other production lines. Alright, so I throw you in there. That's it. Right, so that's ideally how it kind of would work. But yeah, I am missing obviously the production lines and the labelling. Obviously we can't put them in here because they kind of bulk out there. We don't want to really block. Can I put it here? No, I don't think I can put it sideways there. It wouldn't really look good. So what do we need for letters? It definitely was pouch. Forgetting what I needed, so it definitely was pouch. So let's put it there for now. So I'm trying to work out where I'm going to put this, because ideally I don't want my conveyor belt to be extra long. So but let's see, we'll move that all the way over there. We'll move that all the way there. Obviously get rid of that. I'll throw you there for a minute. Get rid of the corner bit, throw you over there for a second. Right, so stick you in there. So that goes to the pouch. The product's got a long way to go to get to the pouch in. Then obviously I'm going to need a labelling machine. So let's just move these again. Grab a label machine. Grab it. Right, that's it. Hopefully, I'm really fingers crossed. Hopefully this will work. Right, that goes in there. That's all connected. Yep. Right. Okay. So now I need to connect everything back up to the merge machine. So let's move that there. Right, that about there. Move that there. That seems to be working fine. That's all connected up. Right, so now I need to connect all these up. So get rid of that because you're not going to be neat. You can go there for seconds. Move you there for a second. Grab the corner piece. That can go right there. So I just need literally one corner piece for that bit. Grab. I'll just nick this from you. Round you come. Right, grab you in there. Doesn't quite line up now, so I may have to put a corner piece in just to get it into that back panel. Does that fit in there? It does, but that's not quite what I need, so get rid of you. I'll grab a one. Then maybe a corner, maybe. Let's grab that corner. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. Right, so I need another corner. So I'll grab that one. And then make sure that's all facing the right way. Then I need a single straight, that's one right here. Grab that. Don't know why I didn't grab this corner from earlier, but okay. But I can put that in the corner there. Or there. Looks like lines up there. Unfortunately, it is right in front of the door, which isn't going to be helpful at all because that's our only door in and out of the factory. So, can I get another 3 in? Would that make it? Yes. And I just need a single straight. Another single straight. So grab that. Put that there. Right. So ideally, yeah, like I said, it's right in front of the doorway, which is ideally not alright. It looks like it can work. You know, it looks like a free, not a George production, but a try, I guess you can call it, would work. But my issue is of how long and bulky it is, and my thing is that I'll have a look from the top. If it is extra long, as you can see how extra longer that is, we may not be able to get 4 conveyor belts from left to right. Maybe we can get 3. Maybe we can only get 2.5. Maybe, I don't know. We're definitely not going to get 4 in this space. And also, if we look at this one, obviously that is right at the end. This can't go back anymore, and yet that is pretty much not in line anymore. That takes a lot longer. So I'm not liking the fact that although it looks like it works and we could just feed it straight in, I'm just going to have a quick look if there's any way anything else I can use that might be helpful. What's this? A Colony filter machine. Okay, this could be interesting. Just going to have a quick read. I'm just going to buy it and see if it works. Because what I'm thinking is maybe there might be a way that I could filter that and make it shorter, or maybe less bulky outwards. I don't know. So what's going on here? Have a look, see if there's anything else around. Right, I'll buy it anyway. So let's put it here. So we've got in there, failed there. We've got around here. We've got out there, in there. So basically things go in and we've got an out and a fail. Whereas the merger had 3 ins and an out, this one's got like 2 ins, an out, and a failed. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. Can I have a look at settings on all of them? So let's go. So I'm wondering if I can go in with one and then in with a different. So let's put lettuce there in the back. That goes in. Right, that's gone on the out. That's gone on the other in as well. So I don't know. Can I change this to potentially change that to tomato? Did I change all of them? Yeah, it changed all of them. So I'm not quite sure what the use of this is, because it seems like merging just. I thought it was going to merge different types of vegetables onto one conveyor belt, which I thought maybe, or product. So I thought maybe I could put that somewhere and use it a better place, but it's not going to work, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm sure I'll find a way in future episodes to try and figure out what to do with it, but right now I really don't think there's anything we can use that would be able to save us, because I really don't want to open another production line just for tomatoes, even though we've already got one for tomatoes. So I'm just really having a look to see if there's anything we could possibly use, but it's not looking like we are going to find anything useful. Maybe later down the line we might find something useful, like I'm looking at these tower things. These tower things could be beneficial to us, but you know, they're tiers 22 and 23 and all that sort of stuff. We've got a long way to go before we can even think about purchasing them. I really don't know. I'm really struggling to figure out what I'm going to do. So, it may be the case that although this looks like it could work, I think it's not going to work at this time and stage. I just don't think we've got the room for it. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to rebuild all this and put it back to the way it was before. Now I'm not going to make you watch all that. I'm not going to be that mean and basically record it all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time to simply put everything back the way it was, and yeah, I will see you guys in a few seconds and hopefully have all this rebuilt back to where we were before. So as you can see, everything's back to the way it was before. So we've got our 4 production lines back at the back with their dual connections, and also we've got our spinach. So I will be honest, I think I am going to have to build 2 more production lines, one for the peppers, one for the tomatoes. Luckily they are somewhat next. Lettuce, I'll sort that out later on. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. But yeah, I think the next plan is to obviously build 2 more conveyor belts and yeah, just get them sorted, because I can't think of any other way of using the same production line that we've already got to make 3 products. So yes, let's go and buy all the stuff. So I need one of them. We do need the mirrored stuff, because on this side it is mirrored. So just grab one of them, one of them, not one of them. What do we need? Oh, I can't remember what it was. So what do we need? We need. So what we got with. Do we have it in here? No. Nothing in bowls. Definitely nothing in bowls. Bottles. My mouse wants to work. There it is. Bottles. So we've obviously got the bell pepper sauce we've already got. So I'll use the mouse to be easier. Nope. So we're alright for bottles. So I think we'll need jars. There's the spinach. Yep, so we need a jar for the. Oh, I've already got that one. Oh, we're doing some. So. Yeah. Pouch. We need definitely one for the pouch. So. Go back to our products. So I'll get a jar one anyway, just to complete it. And obviously we need a labeling machines, the labels, and obviously we need our box packer large to fit with the rest of them. And then I need to come back into normal, because I need the merger, because that does, and then look at that list. That is a big shopping list. So let's get building. So let's have a look what we got. There's my starter machine. In the washing machine. Where is it? There it is. So we need to work out spacing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run over here, place it next to one of these, and count the spaces. So that's 1, 2, 4. So that's 4, and obviously the machine's on the 5th one. So what I need to do is go to here. So it's 1, 2, 3. Ooh, again 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1. Let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's the next one. 5. Put down. So that now should hopefully, when we build it all up, that should hopefully line up with the other bell peppers. So let's go into our slicer machine, stick that in there. Then we want our washer, where is it? It's there. Okay, and now we want the dryer. Where have I stopped? Where's that gone? Dryer, dryer, where are you? There you are. Right, let's throw that over there. I've got to go around the other side. Dryer. Then we want our splitter, our Behemoth splitter. Splitter? Speak English. Alright, where is it? There's our splitter. Sure it's the right way round. There we go. Right, then we want the conveyor belts. So one of them. So one of them. Alright, and I need 2 of these. So what we got? So we got our straight one here. So that there. Then I want my 3-in-1. Oh, that's it. 3-in-1. So that there. Then I should have 2 curved ones. They can go at the, for this one here. Make sure it goes the right way. That's it. And then the other curved one. Right. So now I need my packagings. So we've got our jar one. So we'll stick that at the front. And then we want our pouch one. It should be here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. And then that one can go on the end here. That's it. Awesome. I need to get another 2 of the 3-in-1s when I can find it. There it is. There we go, 2 of them. Right, we'll slide them in. So there's the first one. That will go front here. There we go. And then the other one. Awesome. And now the labelling. I thought I've only got one labelling, so I'm going to have to get another one. So just quickly go and grab a secondary one. So if we've got 2 production lines, we need 2. That to the front. Yeah, it's all connected. Then the other labelling one. Put that next to here. There we go. Alright. Then I need my conveyor belts again. So grab my conveyor belt. For that one. Awesome. And then I need to get my merger. Stick it on the end. When it's facing the right way. like so. Then I need my curves straight to finish off that line. So let's quickly go and grab a curved one. There we go. Make sure it's in the right direction. There we go. And then I now need the straight. Right, and finally, but not least, the box packer, and hopefully it lines up with the other one like it's supposed to. So, moment of truth. Yep, that's in, so that's perfectly put in place now. So that lines up with that one. Right, so move this bin out of the way, because that's going to get in the way of the next one, so I'll stick it there for now. Alright, so put any for now. I know. Your bell peppers, your Edward. Your bell peppers. There we go, and then we'll go down the line. We've got the here, so you're Edward. You are jar. Move you up to 60. You are Edward, you are pouches, you are also up to 60. Oh, got a bit too far, there we go. Right, so you are Edward. What are you? You are jars. So, pepper. Pickled bell pepper, jar there. And you, of course, are the all-in-you pouch. Put you on 60, and there we go. So that is our tomato ones. That should hopefully start producing. I'm going to move this as well because I really want this out of the way. So now we need to do the same for tomatoes. So I'm just going to grab all the equipment that I need again. Alright, what do I need? What do I need? I can't remember what tomatoes are. They obviously want a pouch, and they wanted a jar. Was it a jar? I just wanted a jar. Yes, it's a jar. So we need a jar as well. So pretty much a recopy of what we did for the tomatoes. So just grab a few of them. Make sure I grab 2 this time of the labels, don't want to repeat of last time. And there's our big massive list again. Right. So I just need to go and build this when I can find my starter pack. Throw you out of the way because you're there. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one. Awesome, we're learning. So now I need my slicer. Where is my slicer? There you are, Mr. Slicer. I want the washer and the dryer. Go, and then of course I need the splitters. Where's I put that splitter is? Line that up. Awesome. Now I need my conveyor belts. You need to rebuy. So 1 of them, 2 of them, and then a 3-in-1 there. grab them. Grab the short one first. Then what we got here? We've got curved, so that can just go there. Yeah, make sure it's the right way. Well, here you are, the other curved one. So stick you there. You are facing the right way. 3 and 1. There you are. Okay, then I need my packaging. So let's label. Here is the jar. There we go, and then the pouch one will go just behind it. There we go. And then of course, as we all know, we need my conveyor belts again. So one of them. Let's grab one for now. Stick in front there. That one there. Then I want our first labelling machine. Awesome, we still got a gap, that's brilliant, this will be good. Other labelling machine. Massive, and I just realised I forgot the merger. So let's go and get the merger as well. Ooh, what's going on here? There we go, and I've got another conveyor belt as well. So let's grab our conveyor belt. Stick that in there. And then grab my... Did I? Grab the merger machine. Stick that in position. There we go. And then finally our box machine. Once again, it should be nice and snug. Perfect mundo. So now all I need now is just sort out pale peppers. So this is obviously tomatoes. Right in there. Right, run to these. That is also tomatoes. Packaging again is Sonia. Jar 60. Oh, let me do that. So you are Sonia. Now these are jars, so I need the jar one, which should be there. 60. Oh, let's do this one. So it's the pouch, Sonia, pouch, 260. And then we obviously again here, Sonia. We want our brand new pouch seasoning for the tomatoes, 260. Voila. Okay, so that should hopefully all match up. So pale peppers with bell peppers, tomatoes with tomatoes. That should sound all good. Let's have a look upstairs and see how it looks from upstairs. It is looking very busy, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we've only got room for one more conveyor belt, which will be in front of the lettuce. Whether that will be lettuce again or whether that will be a whole different thing. But hopefully over time we don't need to have one conveyor belt. I think we can have one conveyor belt for one product rather than having two conveyor belts for the same ingredient. So I'm just going to throw these out because these are going to get away. Can I throw this outside? Right, I can throw that outside. That's amazing. Can I take you outside? Because if you're outside, that'd be very handy. No. So they can't go outside. That's going to cause a bit of trouble because I can't put him here because he's going to block the new thing. So I'm going to just stick him here for now, and then I'll cross the bridge where I'm going to stick him later. So let's have a look what we got. Lettuce is looking fine. Tomatoes are looking fine. Tomato sauce is looking fine. Bell peppers are looking a little bit on the low side. We've got half there. And then the cucumbers, we've got nowhere near any cucumbers. We've got a few ones there. Oh, he's back. I completely forgot he came back because that's what you've given me. That's pretty decent, I'm not going to lie. So he is now going to get reloaded. What? So there goes Tony loading up. I'm just thinking what I'm going to do with this space and like where I'm going to go forward with this. But yeah, I'm just going to throw these odd ones in. I know it's not exactly what they're going to be asking for, but it's going to get rid of. And also, how much is this going to cost? 80 grand. So before I can open up the east gate and get 2 more trucks, we need to basically grind and get 80 grand. So looks like it's still going to be a while before we can open up another bay, sets of bays, and get 2 more trucks. I'm just going to throw this in. So yes, still got a lot of work to do, especially when we unlock that, or a lot of work to unlock that. Right, okay, so let's see. Sonia, busy at work as always. So on that note, I think we should end it there today. So please like, sub and subscribe. Jeez, I'm losing my words today. Please like, comment and subscribe. It does help the channel as best we can. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time when you jump onto the void.
This is where everything ends.